I don't see food as art in a gallery. Food is an artistic expression. That's really where food can have the greatest and best potential, I think, in bringing people together.
Myriel is a cozy restaurant in St. Paul that's generating a lot of buzz, and the chef behind it, who you just saw, Karyn Tomlinson, is also in the spotlight. She is a semi-finalist for the James Beard Award for Best Chef Midwest. So we dropped in to learn more about her philosophy and the winding path to her success.
When I originally opened the restaurant, I wanted it to feel like if you were wandering in the country and stumbled across this little inn and had a really nurturing meal, I wanted that to feel like that.
A seat at the table here at Myriel sets the stage for a humble but inspiring meal.
Sometimes my team and I joke that this is like we're basically doing peasant food. But I trained in Europe, and that's definitely, we're using a lot of old school cooking techniques, European cooking techniques. It's cozy in here, but it works for us.
An approach that flourished from Chef Karyn Tomlinson's Minnesota upbringing.
I saw the connection really early on between a lifestyle of hospitality, just a community, who showed up for each other with food, and people whose livelihoods it was to grow food.
From the farm,
we work with a lot of people in a farming community west of the cities, Dassel, Cokato, and Hutchinson.
To her car.
It sounds like you're going out there yourself.
We'll go out to them once or twice a week to pick things up.
To the restaurant.
Come back loaded with all these things. The whole kitchen will come out, help me get everything out, and it's probably a really comical sight for Joe the barber next door as he's just giving people haircuts.
Every meal here at these simple settings is rooted in intentionality.
There are these comforts that are on this menu.
They're humble ingredients. We're using a lot of, we're not bringing in luxury ingredients. That's really very much on purpose. We're about celebrating simple ingredients that grow really well here and are part of, the story of the land around us and traditions that we come from.
It's an ethos that blends her life experiences from working at one of the world's top destination restaurants.
I spent a winter at Faviken, Magnus Nilsson's elusive and elite restaurant in far northern Sweden. I lived on the side of a mountain, and everything about that restaurant was so intentional and really inspiring in that way.
To revisiting the hospitality learned early in her life.
Even with these plates, this actually was my grandma's china pattern. Every time I went over and she had her table set up nicely, I want people to feel that sense of nurture.
It's a warmth she's now celebrated for.
Well, I'm like the grandma chef now, apparently.
Minimalist approach, use of local ingredients, and for making grandma chic cool.
There are a lot of things that don't come in shape of an award, though, that I think have meant a lot to me along the way.
What are some of those highlights for you?
I think before my grandmother died, having her taste pie that she taught me to make and that I was making in a restaurant, at that point she had dementia, but she still heartily approved, and especially when she found out I was using lard in the crust like she taught me.
Myriel is the physical manifestation of a feeling Chef Tomlinson holds close, cozy, and nourishing for the body and soul.
Now, finalists for the James Beard Awards will be announced on April 2nd, and winners are awarded in June. So certainly, we are rooting for her.
Yes. That's a restaurant I haven't been to yet, and that's shame on me for that. But her story is wild.
Very interesting. I'd love to humor you here. So people see you at the top, right? She's gotten a lot of awards recently. It's not just the James Beard thing. There's been this steady stream of recognition for her. But she went to college, had no idea she wanted to be a chef. And even when she went to culinary school after college, she still didn't want to be a chef. She told her instructors in France, I don't know what I want to do. I don't think I want to be a chef, though, to be clear. And really, she followed, she had such a passion for gardening and for entertaining her friends. And then she decided to follow her interests and go back to culinary school after finishing college. But just shows that winding path to success is possible. And you can be at the top of your game. She said it doesn't feel like that when you're up there, though.
Reminds me of Ina Garten, the barefoot Contessa. She started in finance and just followed her passion.
That's what she did.
Maybe she's called to it. You said something in your story how she will go to the farm to pick up the food multiple times per week, which sort of speaks to something else that set her apart.
Yes, one of her skills. So early on, because I asked her, well, what award means the most to you? And she talked about her grandma's approval of her pie, but also this award she won early on in her career for whole animal butchery, which sounds intense. It is intense, and it's male dominated. And it's something that she's very proud of, that she has distinguished herself in this way. And it's a big part of what you'll see in the restaurant, because they pick up cuts directly from the farmer. They pick up, like produce, and they have a full-time butcher, I believe. It's not her anymore. They hired someone else in, but like homemade charcuterie, you'll see all sorts of different things, and it's kind of what they have in the moment. So this is a menu that will change quite a bit seasonally. Very cool.
Good luck to her. The story, and good luck to her. Good luck to us getting in now a reservation after we just
we made it harder for ourselves.
heaped all the praise on there. Yeah.